Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video is the ASUS TUF A15. This one is truly unique in the gaming segment, really a budget-oriented, right in that mid kind of tier for gaming notebook that's out there. So this is an unboxing and first impressions video, so let's roll. So ASUS has made a great product here, I think, and let's open this unit up and see what it has in store for us today. All right, so this unit, let's do the reveal here. Oh, look at this. We got some stickers. We've got your back. TUF Gaming Alliance. I like it. Can really dress up your new TUF book. All right, so that's the unit there. We'll open that up in just a moment. Let's see what else we have in here. Okay, we got some manual. Search for incredible. I don't think we need that. Negative. So let's take a peek over in here. We have a power cable, and I'm assuming on the other side we're gonna have a power brick. Yes, we do. Not too bad. This is a 230 watt unit. That should be plenty enough power for us. Let's take a peek at it. Whoa, ho, ho, look at that. Okay, so this one is the Fortress Gray. I actually thought this was an all plastic design, but it actually has what looks like a metal finish on the top, which is actually a nice surprise. This is a very budget-oriented unit, so that's great to see. So this one comes in at around, I think, just over 5 pounds, which is actually quite light, quite nice. All right, so let's open this unit up. Oh, not quite a one finger open, that's okay. We can't have it all, right? We can't have it all. On the deck itself, it looks like it has this faux brushed plastic throughout. So we'll see how that fares. And then plastic bezel all the way around, but fairly thin around the corners, which is nice to see. On the bottom, we see we got a little bit of vents. Actually, they have this honeycomb design, but in fact, most of them are actually sealed. So that should be interesting to see kind of where the intake is. There's some vents on this side, and of course likely the exhaust on the back side. So that should be interesting to see kind of where it gets most of its cool air. So what does this unit have packed inside of it? Well, this unit has the Ryzen 9 4900H. That's an 8-core, 16-thread processor, which is impressive. And it also is packing a NVIDIA 2060, along with 16 gigs of memory, a 512 gig SSD NVMe. It also has this 1080p screen that's in a 15.6 inch corner to corner. Now it is 144 Hertz. The one thing that it does have is adaptive sync, so we'll see how that actually fares. But the one thing of note is that the color accuracy on this panel is a little lighter. It's not 100% of the sRGB. I think it ranges in around 50 to 60%. So we'll see actually how well that looks once we boot it up. I'll really put it through its paces and let you know in the full review. Just looking at the keyboard itself, the one thing that I'll note right off the hop is how tiny these arrow keys are here. Those are tiny. Now, they have been able to cram even a numpad into this 15-inch, so the keys are probably a little bit tighter together than normal. So the other thing to note is that we do have a webcam up here. It is a 720p camera. Likely it's not going to be very great, but at least it has one. And then the other component is the battery. So unfortunately, the battery on this is a little bit lighter as well at 3-cell 48 Wh battery. So we'll see how that fares, because with the AMD chip, that could actually prove quite good. So what's the key feature on this? So what is TUF? Well, it's not just a branding. This is actually goes through the mil standard 810H military standards for durability. That's something like being able to operate it in almost 50 degrees Celsius, going all the way down to minus 32 degrees Celsius, being able to have some bumps and drops and the whole deal. So I'm excited to put it through its paces and see how sturdy this thing is. That's pretty exciting for a notebook. And that's all crammed into this unit, which is fairly decent. And I just love the fact that they actually put a nice aluminum bezel. I think that gives it a bit more premium design than some of its others in its class. The one thing I want to mention is this is RGB, so it is one zone, and the key travel actually feels pretty good on here. So that will be pretty nice. And then the trackpad itself is a fairly decent size, very smooth, and then it has, of course, our 2 buttons at the bottom. I'm super excited about this notebook. So in terms of I/O, starting on the right-hand side, we have a USB port, of course, our vent or exhaust, and then a Kingston lock. Nothing along the back, and then the majority of the ports are actually on the left-hand side. So we, of course, from the start, we have our combo headphone and mic jack. We have our USB-C with display out capability, 2 USB 3, HDMI, our network port, and of course our barrel connector. So decent overall port selection. Doesn't have Thunderbolt, but you know, it is in the budget category. All right, so we got, of course, the RGB. It's kind of washed out a little bit, but you can see it coming through here. The nice thing about the ASUS keys is actually that you do get kind of the side light coming through, which is a nice effect actually overall. So it's each of the keys as they're raised up actually has a clear plastic, so the light kind of shines through on the edges. Well, the good news is the blue looks blue, so the screen can't be that bad. All right, so the one thing I have noticed is that there is a fair bit of flex on the screen itself. It even with this kind of aluminum backing on the back, it is fairly thin. It does have quite a fair bit of flex. And then I've also noticed, just being its plastic design, it does have some flex in the unit itself, but you know, this is a mil spec, so that should actually be just fine. Overall, I really like the weight of this unit. I think that's really nice for such a budget-oriented unit. So overall, I like the design that they put together. I like the even the faux kind of brushed metal look that it has on the main deck. So that wraps up the first impressions and unboxing video of the ASUS TUF A15. I'll be reviewing this in the next few days. I'll put the link in the description below. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you'd like me to review on this unit, and I'll try to get it added in the coming days. So that's it for me. Bye for now.